Okay, so today's topic is predicting price, and that's the key word, predicting price action. And in being able to predict price, you will be able to increase your trading profits. And the tool we're using today is the Fibonacci extensions. If you haven't already done so, do please take a moment to subscribe to my channel so you can get similar content as soon as I upload them to help you on your trading journey. I would also appreciate a like. The Fibonacci extension is used to look for points on the charts where the trend is likely to go if the trend continues. The buzzword also there is if. If we're in a trending market, then you can begin to consider using your Fibonacci extensions. Now I'm going to go to the charts a little later to prove this point. And so what do I mean by a trending market? We need a market where price is heading in one direction. So you can have an upward trending market, a downward trending market, or a sideways trending market. The Fibonacci extension tool will not work in a sideways trending market because it is a trending tool. It operates based on the fact that price action is heading one direction. All in all, of course, we're going to have those retracements along the way, the pullbacks, but all in all, when you look on the higher time frame, so when you look on your 15-minute, you look on your 1 hour, you look on your daily, you will see the trend is definitely heading upwards or definitely heading downwards. So that's the very first point. Second point, the whole point or the goal in using the Fibonacci extension is to look for places on the charts where we can potentially take profit or get out of a position. So of course, when you get out of a position, you're hoping to get out of a position with profit. But equally, if the market reverses on you, then you want to get out of a position with minimal loss. You're not going to find a trader on this planet who has never experienced a loss in trading. And of course, when we go into our positions, we're not planning to lose, but the nature of the market is you will lose. And so all we want to do with the Fibonacci extension is to minimize our losses. So we want to exit on a profit when price action is trending, and then we want to exit with minimal loss when the market reverses. Third point before we go to the charts. And it says the Fibonacci extension works best once a definite trend has been identified. So that is belaboring the point. The point is, once you identify the trend, then you can begin to consider using the Fibonacci extension. So straight into the chart we go. Can you see the rectangle right there? There is no trend. Okay. So it's clear that price action is oscillating. It goes up a little bit, it's coming down a little bit. You can see it very clearly within this rectangular box. So let's move on. And then we have this white arrow here because from the minute here, I guess price action broke out at the top of the box, we can see a definite trend, right? I mean, pretty obvious. This is a 15-minute chart and there's this uptrend. So at this point, you might be considering getting into this trade. Now, 1, 2, 3, 3 red candlesticks. That is a beautiful pullback. You've got to discipline yourself to not enter into any trade when it's uptrending, except you're willing to take a loss. I mean, come on now, if you're willing to lose money, yeah, enter into your trade when it's trending. It's like gambling, because then it's 50-50. It could keep on upward trending, or it could reverse. So now I enter the trade. Now the way the Fibonacci extension works, I can get rid of this Fibonacci extension. Let's remove it, okay? Because it is now that I want to plot my Fibonacci extension, okay? And the reason why you're doing it is we're assuming you're already in the trade. So I already got in the trade at this candle. Maybe, yeah. Probably got in at that candle here. Yeah, I just got in this trade. And so, guys, this is Solana. This is the Solana that has been trending from, I entered Solana at $33. The price of Solana right now is, can somebody let us, oh, there it is $141. And this has been going on, it has been trending up since, oh, I guess about a week. So, for those of you who may be asking the question, is it too late to get into Solana? This is how you're going to figure it out. Okay, so now I'm going to draw my Fibonacci extension because I've gotten into the trade at this white arrow, this small right arrow here. And I want to see, I want to predict, remember the title of this video, how to predict price. How far is Solana going? And at what point can I set my take profit? So let's go. So I'm on trading view, guys. So we're going to go here. This indicator here will go in. And if you go in, we have it here. It says trend-based fib extension. Okay. The retracement is the one that I've done a video on before. But this now we're clicking on the trend-based fib extension. It's the extensions. We want to predict where price is going. So you click on that. Okay, so I'm just going to have to draw that fib, and I'm going to have to take it from where the upward trend started. Where the upward trend started. The upward trend started where? All the way from when it broke out from the rectangle, right? So we're going to need 3 points. The point from which it broke out, the high, and then the back to the retracement, the pullback. So we're going to click on it, trend-based fib, and we're going to take it from the breakout point, which I will take it from maybe down here. One click. Go to the top, the topmost of the trend. 2 clicks. Go back to the pullback. So I'm going back to my entry point. So I entered on the pullback, 3 clicks, and there is your Fibonacci extension. Okay, so you start from the breakout where it trends upwards, first click. You go to the end of the trend, so it kind of goes to an all-time high and then it pulls back, second click, and then you come back to the retracement where it's retraced back to, third click. And once you do that, it comes up with your fib extension. So I'm now going to go full screen because now I can explain this chart. Now we're going to look at, so guys, we're just pretending that price action is at this point right now, okay? And so you can see from when we start, where the Fibonacci extensions start. You can see down here. Price level 1 is $126. So we enter at $123. The first point at which you can exit, according to Fibonacci extension, is $126. The second point at which you could exit, $128, and so on and so forth. Can you see that? Okay. I'm going to adjust my fib a little bit because I want to go down to the wick. Can you see that wick over here at the entry point? Okay. And you can see 1, 2, 3. So for 45 minutes, at price line 0.51 Fibonacci or $130 line, again, you can see that price action is respecting our fibs. Yeah, it's hanging out there, but it only hangs out at this line, this white line. It only hangs out for 45 minutes, and then what happens? It moves up. It's moving. So I am trying to show you the authenticity of these lines. Okay, and all I did was I plotted my fib from the beginning of the trend to the top of the trend, back down to the pullback, which was my entry point, my hypothetical entry point, guys, because I did not enter at 123, but assuming you're trying to enter in, then you would enter in at 123. You could take profit at the red level, you could take profit, and at the point at which you're setting your profits, your take profit orders, price action hasn't gotten to those points yet, but the fib is telling you that it will get to that point because you've already identified the trend. So prior to this time, Solana has been trending for like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 days, right? Remember when it broke $100 and it was kind of hanging out at $80, $90 for another couple of days, and it broke $100. I mean, Solana broke $100. Now, I want you to look at the next price level here. So I'm going to keep on drawing. Let me draw. Can you see this price level? What did Solana do at this price level, $131, the 61.8 fib? Look what happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 15 minutes. What, that's like an hour and a half or so, right? So for about an hour and a half, again, price action is playing around this green fib level. So if you were already trying to take profit, you would take your profit. I mean, you don't take profit at the levels, guys. Yeah, you take profits just below your resistance level. The prediction in an upward trending market is the buyers are going to surpass your sellers and price is going to continue. Okay, but you got to remember, resistance is still resistance. Price action can still reverse, it can retrace, it can come back on you. So you want to play safe, you want to exit your trade at that point because you're interested in exiting at a profit. Let's pull the fib down so we can see where price action went. There we go. Okay, here's another point. Can you see at this Fibonacci level? Can you see again what happens with price? Can you see that little tug of war going on? Up, down, up, down, up, down. And this is what authenticates our Fibonacci levels. Now, I could have decided at this point of white arrow where I entered my entry point, I could decide based on my Fibonacci extensions to take profit at the this topmost point, okay, which is our 100% point. And I would say, I can't see very clearly. Let's kind of move this around. Maybe I can see better. I guess that's like, yeah, about $146. Yeah. So I could have decided right from here that I am not going to exit this trade until a little shy of the 146 mark. I would say maybe $140 to play safe. So if we come down to $140, where is 140? This level here. 140. Can you see that again? Can you see? You're going to be able to identify your support and resistances. Fibonacci has drawn them for us, but you got to see it in the candlesticks. When candlesticks are hanging out, here's another look. You can see it here. Can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candlesticks. They're all touching this point. They're all touching this point, price point. That is a level, guys, right there. It doesn't show up on the fibs because the fib is pretty much got its level set at here and here, right here, these last two lines in the sand. But this is how you can trade profitably using the Fibonacci extension. You can predict where price is going. Well, that's all, folks. I hope you've learned something from this video. And if you have, the only thing I ask is that you hit that like button, comment below, because I do use your comments to better inform me of what other content to create. Share with your friends and family. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, but most importantly, don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you get my videos as soon as I upload them. And I'll meet you in the next video.